to Cooking with Gloria. Today I want to share with you a very delicious cauliflower ceviche that I know you guys are going to love and enjoy. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. My ingredients: I have ketchup, Himalaya salt, table sauce, crispy corn tostadas, 1 red onion, 1 tomato, 2 serrano chilies, which is optional, cilantro, cauliflower, clamato. This is everything we need to make this delicious cauliflower ceviche that I know you guys are going to enjoy. So let's get started. I want to start here with the water. This is just plain water, and I'm going to go ahead and add the table salt. This is going to season the cauliflower. Okay, let me put it on the stove and let it start getting nice and hot until it's nice and bubbling. And here I have my cauliflower, and I'm going to take all those leaves completely off. And once I take them off, I'm just going to pull the cauliflower apart. You want to do it in big chunks, not too small. The center, the heart of the cauliflower, we're not going to use. I'm going to go ahead and just transfer it here to this plate. And then let's go and rinse it perfectly. We want to go ahead and put it through running water. Every little individual, let's rinse it really good. This is the very important part. Let's rinse it completely. Once this is done, let's go check and see if the water is already boiling, which it is. And now it's time to add the cauliflower. We're going to let it cook for about 4 to 5 minutes until it's boiling right in the center. Right now it's boiling right on the sides. You want to make sure that it boils right in the center, that you could even see the little bubbles in the center. Once you see it, turn your stove off and let's start removing the cauliflower from the hot water. This is very important because you don't want to overcook your cauliflower. You want to make sure that it still is al dente, a little hard, so that it has the little bite. Well, this is nice and hot. I'm going to let it rest for a little bit while I start cutting all my veggies. But before I do that, let's go ahead and rinse all the vegetables in running water. You know, this is a very important step. You want to make sure that you rinse completely your cilantro. Running water is the best thing. Let's rinse it completely, and once this is done, let's start chopping away. I'm going to start with my tomato. And you want to cut your veggies, almost everything at the same size so that everything incorporates completely. I'm going to cut it in little squares. And once this is done, I'm going to go ahead and transfer it to a plate. Everything that I'm cutting, I'm going to add to this plate. I'm going to continue with my red onion. And the same thing, we're just going to chop away, making sure that everything is nice and incorporate, and the size is almost the same. And here I'm adding 2 serrano chilies. But if you don't like spicy food, you don't need to add the serrano chilies. You could even just add 1 jalapeno, or take the seeds off and the little vein off, and the chilies will not be that spicy. Remember, you still want a little kick on this ceviche. Now that this is done, I'm going to continue with my cilantro. With the cilantro, I'm only cutting the edges off, and then I'm going to go ahead and chop it really good, really finely, just like this. You know something, this is the part where it takes a little longer to cut all your veggies, but once you start tasting this delicious ceviche, you are going to love it, and I'm sure you're going to continue making it at home and enjoying with your family. The cauliflower is nice at room temperature now. It's not hot. I am going to go ahead and start chopping away. The same thing, you want your cauliflower to be almost the same size of your veggies. The cauliflower still, it's a little hard, but not too much. It's like al dente. I'm going to continue here cutting the cauliflower like this. And that's exactly what you want to do with the rest of the cauliflower. It looks a lot, but once you're done, you know something, it really goes really fast, because here at home, everybody loves this ceviche. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and transfer it here to this plate, and I'm going to start making the sauce. I'm adding some ketchup, and of course, all the ingredients you're going to have in the description box. I'm adding some ketchup, and I'm adding the clamato. I'm going to add a little bit at a time because I don't like my ceviche to have a lot of liquid. Just enough where everything is nice and moist, everything is nice and covered with this sauce. And here, this is a very simple sauce. I'm going to add some salt, and I'm adding Himalaya salt, just a little bit. Remember that the salt is to taste. Now that I've added that, I'm going to go ahead and add all the cauliflower. The cauliflower, you know something, really absorbs all those liquids, and it starts getting nice and pink. And you want to just incorporate everything completely. I'm adding just a little more of the clamato, and the total amount that I added was 1 cup. And I think that 1 cup is more than enough. It's just enough. But if you want more liquids, go ahead and add a little more of clamato. And here I'm adding all my veggies, and I'm going to incorporate everything completely. Once everything is nice and incorporated, I'm going to go ahead and taste it to see if I need to add a little more salt or if it's good just like that. To my tasting, I don't need to add anything else. This is fine. I was almost forgetting my organic aguacate. You know, I have a tree, and I cut this aguacate last week, and now it's nice and ripe, ready to enjoy. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with the avocado. I'm going to cut it in little squares, and I'm going to add it right on the top. I want to mix it, incorporate it, but not over mix it where the aguacate, you can't even see it. You just want to go ahead and give it a quick mix and then just leave it alone. Of course, that you could add some lemon on the top. And let me show you from close up how this looks, okay? It looks really chunky. It looks delicious. And to tell you the truth, I can't wait to taste it. This smells amazing. Now, I am ready to show you how much liquid it's on the bottom of this plate. You really don't need too much liquid because I'm going to enjoy this ceviche with tostadas. If you want some more liquid, you could just enjoy it with them crackers. You decide. But here I am ready to prepare my plate. And of course, I have 2 tostadas, and I'm going to add the ceviche right on the top, and maybe add a little bit of extra chili because you know I like spicy food. But you know something, I want to stop talking and I want to start getting the presentation ready because I can't wait to taste it and enjoy it. I hope you give it a try. I'll see you soon. Friends, I am completely done with this delicious ceviche cauliflower. I added some grapefruit lemonade that of course you already have on my channel. But this is the part I really love and enjoy, tasting my recipes. Let's see how this came out. I wish you were here to taste it with me. Excuse me. The cauliflower has absorbed all those delicious flavors. And you know something? This is delicious. I hope, my friends, you can make it at home and enjoy with your family like I enjoyed here with my family. If you liked and loved my recipe, I invite you to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, share my video on social media with your friends, with your relatives, so Cooking with Gloria keeps growing. Don't forget to push that notification bell, and if you did, leave it activated, and every time I make a delicious recipe, yes, you are going to be notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. And of course, I will stay enjoying this delicious cauliflower ceviche. See you on my next delicious recipe. Like, subscribe, and share. See you soon. Bye-bye.